Mm-hmm.
What block of cheese directed Zalo films in the 70s?
I don't know.
Dario Sargento.
How's it going, movie lovers? Welcome to the Sons of Haddonfield. As always, I'm Ian, and this is Josh.
Hey.
We have some exciting things to talk about tonight. What are we talking about?
We're talking about the Sons of Haddonfield Movie Board.
Ooh,
tonight.
movie board.
Movie board. So if you do not follow us on Instagram, you do not probably know what the movie board is. The movie board is every month or so. It usually takes about a month, sometimes less than.
Or more.
More than. Depends on our life.
Give or take.
We each pick 9 movies, and we put them together. We write them down. Each movie gets a number, and we just randomly select with the help of Siri, picking a number for us. We pick a number every night until we're done out of movies, and then we'll start a new movie board.
Not every night, just every couple nights.
Every time we watch a movie.
The better. Keep the people honest. Be
There
honest.
you go.
Transparency is key.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen. So we have a theme for our movie boards. Some of the past themes have included Christmas horror, sports, and the last one, which we just completed earlier, folk horror, or movies like that, like Midsummer and, The Wicker Man, things like that. So we have a new theme to unveil tonight.
I'm excited about this theme.
This theme is
board.
going to be incredible.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones on here.
Because we already know they're good.
Yeah, we already know, because they're nostalgic. They're the ones that get you in the feels. Because let me tell you, the last movie board had some stinkers on it. And this one, I feel like, is going to boost it back up, and it's going to be awesome.
Great. The nostalgic movies are going to be awesome. We already know that we love them. And how it works is we each bring 4 nostalgic movies to the board, and it's 4 out of the 9 that we bring are going to be nostalgic. The rest are going to be horror movies, most likely, that we haven't seen or that we have seen and just want to see again.
So, the first of my 9 movies.
Yeah, go for it.
It's my favorite nostalgic movie in the animated features, Princess Mononoke by Miyazaki. It's a very awesome animation, and if you haven't seen it, check it out.
The first of my nostalgic movies is a movie that only needs one name said about it. Jumanji. The classic 90s Robin Williams movie movie about the board game where everything comes to life.
Not a game I would want to play.
No, and I had the game when I was a kid, and I was very upset that the animals did not come out of the game and come to life and try to kill me.
Yeah, I would be worried about house damage and the vines.
Why was I upset about that as a kid?
And a rampage of elephants. Jumanji is a great pick. Up next is What About Bob with Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray. What can I say? Bob's a little bit crazy, but we love him for it.
We do love Bob for it. Great pick there. Next up for me on the nostalgic board, I'm going with my favorite superhero, and that is Batman, and one of my favorite live-action Batman films, Batman Returns. Of course, starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Danny DeVito, as well as, of course, Michael Keaton as Batman. But I love this Batman movie. That's what got me into Batman as a kid, and I have never looked back. Been my favorite ever since.
Danny DeVito as a penguin?
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
The stuff of nightmares.
Nightmare fuel, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Batman, I will raise you a Kevin Conroy in Batman Mask of the Phantasm. My favorite Batman movie, animated or live action, probably this one. At least it could give some of the live action ones a run for their money. I really hope that someone with a good script and a good cast, Robert Pattinson, I'm looking at you, maybe we can get this made into a live action movie, or The Long Halloween, even though that's coming out.
Yeah, Jensen Ackles.
And also animated. So.
Yeah. It's really cool. The Batman Mask of the Phantasm and the Batman animated series, both so dark for being a kid cartoon.
Chucky Saw, your angel of death awaits.
There's some dark stuff, man. If you love Batman or if you love superheroes, but you haven't seen the animated series, stream them. You will love them. That's not for kids, even though it's technically for kids. They're on HBO Max if you want to stream them, so check them out. My next movie on the nostalgic board is we've got our Batman, we've got Jumanji. What's missing from that? The Ninja Turtles, obviously. And I'm going to go with TMNT 2, Secrets of the Ooze, as my nostalgic pick there. Favorite Ninja Turtle? Go.
That's obvious. For me, it's Leonardo.
And for me, it is Michelangelo. I love
Golden
Mikey.
Leader.
Saw it when I was 5 years old. Loved it. It made me want to start karate. And now I'm a karate instructor 35 almost years later. So.
Same, but I stopped doing the karate because at the little dojo at the Y, it wasn't run very well at the time, and I was like, this sucks. So I'll learn from my dad.
A good sensei makes the difference.
That's a shameless plug.
It is. Don't be like Martin Cove.
Be more like Miyagi or this guy. And the last movie for my nostalgic picks is probably one.
Wait. You say that's a nostalgic pick?
Yeah.
And not just one of your horror picks?
No, it's a nostalgic pick. And I saw this movie when I was 13. And they recently released it on Blu-ray from Shout Factory. And I was like, I had to pick it up. And so I was like, hey, got to check it out again. It's not my favorite horror movie that I saw, but it is definitely a nostalgic one because it scared the living crap out of me. We're going with Event Horizon, ladies and gentlemen, starring Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill from Jurassic Park. Another nostalgic movie, but we just watched it recently.
We did.
And so that's why I didn't pick it. Fun story about this. I met Jason Isaacs, who was in Harry Potter, which is a nostalgic movie also for us. And you know what he said? When I was like, hey, this movie scared the crap out of me when I saw it when I was a kid. You know what he said to me?
What did he say? Did he look at you like that?
No. Like, you would expect he'd be like, well, why were we watching this movie as a kid? Like, you know, but no.
That's what you would expect.
But no, he did not say that. What he said to me was, well, then, I'll do my best Jason Isaacs. He was like, well, then I guess it did its job. And I'm probably not a good impressionist.
So he's like very proper.
But yes, he was like, I guess it did its job. And so yes, Event Horizon is on the list.
Hey, that's awesome. It is one that I have always wanted to see, but I never actually have. So I'm excited about that.
Guaranteed to scare the crap out of you.
I'm looking forward to it. My last nostalgic pick is one I do not own, but I very much remember owning it when I was a kid. I had the big VHS, the clamshell, and that is Goosebumps Night in Terror Tower. One of my favorite Goosebumps specials or Goosebumps movies that they did. I was a Goosebumps kid. Had every single Goosebumps books, watched the TV series every time when it came out. Loved it.
R.L. Stine, great writer. A gateway to horror for the youths.
He is a gateway drug.
No, he's not. He's a gateway writer.
I happily took that drug when I was a kid.
Okay, so...
Drugs bad. Don't do them.
Get high on life. Anyway.
Get high on Stein.
Okay.
So that stops the nostalgic part of the board. Now to the regular...
Your regular viewing, if you will. We're going Jack's Back, also from Shout Factory, starring James Spader.
A young James Spader.
Or maybe two James Spader.
Oh.
One or two.
Oh. Jack's Back gives two James Spaders. First up for me will be the early 2000s film by Dario Argento, The Card Player. I have never seen this one. It was a blind buy for me from Ronin Flicks. So very happy to check out an Argento I have not seen. Hey Ian.
Mm-hmm.
What block of cheese directed Zalo films in the 70s?
I don't know.
Dario Sargento. Hey.
Well, you can thank Joe Bob Briggs for that one. Anyway, that was a funny joke, and it's not one of his better ones, if it was for me, but I laughed.
Yeah, we laughed. We always laugh.
But it's very punny.
Punny, pun intended.
So, up next is probably, for me, the one I'm looking most forward to. That I haven't seen, of course, already. We're going with The Fear.
That's Vinegar Syndrome?
It's a Vinegar Syndrome release. Let me tell you why this one's the most interesting.
You piqued my interest.
You know me, and those of you who know me know my favorite horror director is Wes Craven.
Oh man, I was going to guess that.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you the easy ones. What you don't know is that this movie, or maybe you do know it, features Wes Craven in a rare, words are hard, acting role, and I'm excited to see that just for the fact that he's an actor.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely it's going to be fun to see that and see how he does in that. So I am excited also. My next movie is the second movie I picked up from Ronin Flicks this time around. It is a 1980s film called Too Scared to Scream, starring a young Ian McShane in it. Yeah, I loved him in Deadwood.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
You're really surprised I've seen Deadwood, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
I used to own all the seasons on Blu-ray.
He's phenomenal. He's also in American Gods, which is...
I have not seen.
It's pretty incredible on Stars. But I digress. Up next, for me, is not Silence of the Lambs.
Although it looks like it.
Yeah. Last Gasp. Pray you never hear it. I'm really excited to check this one out. Also from Vinegar Syndrome.
Do you pray that you never hear your own last gasp?
Yeah, I don't
or
think
that
you'd
you
want to
hear like anybody's last gasp?
Anybody's?
I'm kind of confused by that tagline.
No, you don't want to hear it because he's going to get you.
Is he going to be the one gasping? Because in that case, that would be a good thing,
no,
right?
Pray you never hear it. I don't know.
Because if I heard his last gasp, that means I would have defeated the killer.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that's what it meant.
I don't know.
Pray you never hear it.
I'm confused.
He's the last gasp you ever hear. I don't know. An interesting tagline.
Well, I've already gone Argento with my picks, so I guess I have to go Lucio Fulci now and his classic zombie film, Zombie. That's going to be, it's always a fun movie to see. He's never seen it, so we're going to pop in the old Blue Underground DVD and give that a go.
It's that time of year, Rush Week. It's not really that time of year, but it sounded cool in my head.
I mean, school is in session right now.
I'm really excited to check out this 80s slasher.
You had me at 80s slasher.
Haven't seen it, but excited.
Technically, you had me at 80s. I will watch any horror movie made in the 80s.
Excellent.
Speaking of 80s horror, my next film is not one that I own, but it's one that we're going to be streaming. I found where it is streaming available. And it's one I've wanted to see ever since I saw the Shudder series Cursed Films, and they did an episode about the Twilight Zone movie, and it made me realize that I have not seen the Twilight Zone movie. I don't know how that is. So with all the stuff that I learned about the movie, I'm very excited to check that one out and see it, like, and knowing what happened behind the cameras.
And my final pick is one I also have not seen, and I know you haven't, because it just came out in 2020. It's Minor Premise, starring Dana Ashbrook. That cover's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover.
That dual cover there. It's about personality and trying to unlock your potential. But what happens when you want to unlock rage? The bad things can happen because he's got to confront his father to unlock it.
I'm excited.
Sounds creepy. It's a sci-fi thriller horror.
I'm excited to check that one out also. That brings me to my last pick. One that I also, again, do not own, but we're going to be streaming it. And that is... This one's bizarre. You ready for this one?
I don't know.
It's a 2008 superhero movie starring Danielle Harris and Michael Rooker. What? It's called Super Capers.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either, up until I saw Danielle Harris doing an Instagram live where she was talking about the movie she was in with Michael Rooker, and I'm like, you're my favorite actress of all time. I've loved you ever since I was a kid and can remember. How have I not heard of this horror movie? It's not a horror movie. It's a superhero coming of age religious film? I don't know. She wasn't very happy about how it turned out. Michael Rooker wasn't very happy about how it turned out.
And you put it on the board?
I did, because it's them. Hello, I have to see it. Apparently they thought it was going to be one thing. It ended up being a completely different movie based on the director and the changes to the writing that they made during the filming. So I don't know. I'm excited to see it though. Anything with Danielle Harris I have to see. And so I was excited to learn about a movie that I've never heard of with her, and also Michael Rooker and Tom Sizemore and a bunch of other incredible cast members.
And even if it's bad, we'll enjoy it for them.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it because it has Danielle freaking Harris in it.
And Michael Rooker.
Yeah, Danielle freaking Harris.
And Michael Rooker.
Yeah, him too. And that's it. Those are the 18 movies that we are going with this episode.
This go around,
whatever you want to call it, of the Sons of Haddonfield Movie Board. If you follow us on Instagram, then you can follow along while we watch these movies and see what we think of them. If you don't, you can find us as Sons of Haddonfield. My personal account is Husker Sensei.
And I'm Iback Joe.
So give us a follow on Instagram, like and follow us right here on YouTube, and tell us
what your favorite nostalgic movies are. Do you agree with our list? Do you like our picks, and what are your favorites? Also, at the end of this, the complete watch, we'll do a ranking, and we'll do a ranking video.
Yeah, we'll let you know what we thought, and from top to bottom, how we felt about this go around of the movie board. So thanks for watching this episode of Sons of Haddonfield. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe to us so you don't miss any stupid things that we do. That's it for now. Until next time.
Peace.